Championship, and they will be moving into Group Red. With 7 more teams drawn, let's once again take a quick look at our groups as they stand so far. With more than half of our Pmgc group stage teams drawn, we move to South Asia, starting with PMPL South Asia, of course. First up, it will be IHC Esports, coming in as the #2 Pmgc qualification points earners from South Asia. They will be moving into Group Yellow. Next, from PMPL South Asia, will be Godlike Stalwart. They will be moving into Group Green, and they are coming in as the #1 points earners from South Asia for Pmgc qualification points. Next up from PMPL South Asia will be DRS Gaming. They're coming in as runners-up from the South Asia Championship Fall 2022, and they will be moving into Group Red. 2 more teams for PMPL South Asia. Let's see who's next. It will be T2K Esports. They're coming in as 5th place from South Asia Championship Fall 2022. They will be moving into Group Yellow. And finally, as our last team from PMPL South Asia, it's going to be Skylights Gaming. Skylights Gaming is coming in as 3rd place finishers from South Asia Championship Fall 2022, and they will be moving into Group Green. Now, our sole representatives from PMPL Pakistan. That will be I8 Esports. They're coming in as the #1 Pmgc qualification points earners from PMPL Pakistan, and they will be slotting into Group Red. With 6 more teams in the book, let's see how that changed our groups. Next on our world tour, we head to Europe, starting with PMPL Turkey. After you, Lexi. It will be Besiktas Esports as our first team drawn from Turkey, and they are the #2 Pmgc qualification points earners, and they will be moving into Group Yellow. Next up from PMPL Turkey, Fireflux Esports. They are runners-up from the European Championship Fall, and they will be slotting into Group Green. And as our final team from PMPL Turkey, it will be S2G Esports. S2G Esports is our #1 Pmgc qualification points earners from PMPL Turkey. They will be going into Group Red. Next on the line is PMPL Western Europe. With 3 teams, let's go ahead and see who our first one will be. Game Lord. They're coming in as our #1 Pmgc qualification points earners from Western Europe, and they will be going into Group Yellow. Next up is HVVP. They are our fall winners from the European Championship, and they will be going into Group Green. And finally, from PMPL Western Europe, it will be Mad Bulls. Mad Bulls are our 3rd place finishers from the European Championship Fall, and they will be moving into Group Red. With all of Europe now drawn into their groups, let's have another look at all 3 groups as we approach the end of our draw. 3 bowls remaining, 3 regions remaining to fill out our final spots for our groups. Next up are the 3 representatives from the PMPS. DS Gaming. Coming out of the PMPS, they are our fall runners-up from the Pubg Mobile Pro Series 2022, and they will be going into Group Yellow. Next up from the PMPS will be DWG Kia, our Rivals Cup 2022 winners. They will be going into Group Green. As our final representatives of the PMPS, it is going to be M-Tech Storm X. Moving into Group Red, they are our 3rd place finishers from the Pubg Mobile Pro Series 2022 Fall. Now let's take a look at how that changes our groups. Next up is the PEL with 3 teams. The first team from the PEL will be our qualification number 1, which will be the PEL qualifiers of winter, which is happening on October 30th to find out who will be our team moving into Group Yellow. Next up from the PEL, going to be our 2-time Pmgc championship winners, Nova Esports. They're going to be moving into Group Green. They are qualifying as runners-up from PEL Summer 2022. And as our final PEL team in the group stage, it will be LGD Gaming moving into Group Red. They are qualifying as 3rd place from PEL Summer 2022. With only 2 teams remaining, we can now take a look at our first completed group. The final pool of our group draw, with 2 teams to fill out our last 2 spots, is the PMJL. It will be Reject. They are qualifying as PMJL Season 2, Phase 2 winners, and they will be moving into Group Yellow. And as our final team of the group draw, it will be Donuts USG rounding it out. They're going to be moving into Group Green, and with them, that will finalize the 2022 Pmgc group stage draw. Let's take a look at our completed groups. With fan favorites BTR and Enigma Galaxy, as well as breakout performance S2G from last year and the perennial powerhouses in Infinity, Group Red is shaping up to be an interesting one. Group Green, we see some powerhouse teams like Vampire Esports, our PMWI winners, as well as 2-time Pmgc winners in Nova Esports. And breakout stars from last year, DWG Kia, who won the East League. Group Green is looking like potentially the group of death.